Good morning to one and all. I am Sridhar, Assistant Professor, Government First Aid College, Kolar. In electricity and magnetism, today now I am going to discuss tangent galvanometer, that is Helmholtz tangent galvanometer. Here, theory of Helmholtz tangent galvanometer. A Helmholtz galvanometer is improved form of tangent galvanometer and it is used to measure current in the circuit. That is, a Helmholtz galvanometer is improved form of tangent galvanometer, that is TG, and it is used to measure current in the circuit. Here, say this is the Helmholtz tangent galvanometer. It consists of two circular coils, coil 1 and coil 2. These two are identical and they are placed coaxially with each other. That means they are in same axis. Again, they are connected in series. That means same current flows through them. A compass box is placed at the center of the two coils, that is in the axis of the two coils. Say, the device designed by Helmholtz consists of two identical circular coils placed coaxially. The distance between the two coils is equal to radius of the coil, either coil. So the distance between the two coils is equal to radius of the either coil. Compass box is placed at the middle of the two coils on the common axis. The magnetic field is uniform at the middle of the two coils. So here, the magnetic field we have already studied. The magnetic field due to a circular coil carrying current. The magnetic field is maximum at the center and it decreases on either side. So here, when you move from this side, it decreases. Again, this side it decreases. So when we move from one coil to another coil, the magnetic field due to this coil decreases. Magnetic field due to this coil increases. Therefore, the magnetic field remains uniform in the middle of the two coils. Again, theory, let each coil of Helmholtz galvanometer have n turns. That means n is the number of turns of each coil and r is the radius of each coil. Then the magnetic field at a point on the axis at a distance x from the center of the coil carrying current I is given by B is equal to mu naught Ni r square divided by 2 into r square plus x square all to the power of 3 by 2. So this is the magnetic field at a point x due to a circular coil carrying current is given by B is equal to mu naught Ni r square divided by 2 into r square plus x square all to the power of 3 by 2. This is equation 1. So this magnetic field acts along the axis of the coil. If this field is to be uniform, then differentiation of this with respect to x is constant, that is dV by dx is equal to constant and d square v by dx square is equal to 0. That is dV by dx, you have to differentiate with respect to x. dV by dx is equal to mu naught Ni r square by 2 minus 3 by 2 into r square plus x square all to the power of minus 5 by 2 into 2x. This can also be written as dV by dx is equal to minus 3 mu naught Ni r square by 2 into r square plus x square all to the power of minus 5 by 2 into x. Again, you have to differentiate dV by dx with respect to x. D square v by dx square is equal to minus 3 mu naught Ni r square by 2 r square plus x square all to the power of minus 5 by 2 into x into minus 5 by 2 r square plus x square to the power of minus 7 by 2 into 2x. This is on differentiation. Here, minus 3 mu naught Ni r square divided by 2 is common. Remaining is r square plus x square all to the power of minus 5 by 2 minus 5x square into r square plus x square all to the power of minus 7 by 2 or minus 3 mu naught Ni r square by 2 into r square plus x square minus 5x square divided by r square plus x square all to the power of 7 by 2 is equal to 0. R square plus x square minus 5x square can be written as r square minus 4x square is equal to 0. That is r square minus 4x square is equal to 0 or x is equal to what? Plus or minus r by 2 or r is equal to what? 2 times of x. That is, the point of intersection is therefore at a distance r by 2 from the center of each coil. Hence, the distance between the two coils is 2x, that is equal to what? Radius r of the either of the coil. that is the distance between the two coils, is equal to radius of either coil. The resultant magnetic field due to both the coils and at the center is given by, that is the resultant magnetic field due to both the coils and midway between them is given by B is equal to 2 times of magnetic field, that is B is equal to 2 times of mu naught Ni r square divided by 2 into r square plus x square irutte, x is equal to r by 2, that becomes r square by 4 whole to the power of 3 by 2. We are substituting x is equal to r by 2 here. And simplifying this, you will get B is equal to 8 mu naught Ni divided by 5 root 5 r. This is the resultant magnetic field in a Helmholtz tangent galvanometer at the midway between them. Again, current passing to the coil is obtained. So here, the coils are placed parallel to the Earth's horizontal magnetic field BH. Here BH is called what? Earth's horizontal magnetic field. These two coils are parallel to BH. If the magnetic needle shows a deflection theta, then by tangent law B is equal to BH tan theta. Here B is the resultant magnetic field, BH is the Earth's horizontal component, again theta is the deflection. Here you substitute B, 8 mu naught Ni by 5 root 5 r is equal to BH tan theta, and this can also be written as I is equal to 5 root 5 r BH divided by 8 mu naught into 8 mu naught N into tan theta. This is the expression for what? Current flowing through each coil. See here, this can also be written as 5 root 5 r BH divided by 8 mu naught N can be replaced by K. Therefore, we will get I is equal to what? K tan theta. Here K is called as what? Reduction factor of the Helmholtz galvanometer, that is reduction factor K is equal to 5 root 5 RBH divided by 8 mu naught N. So from this it is clear that I is proportional to tan theta. Current to the galvanometer is directly proportional to tangent of the angle of deflection. Okay, thank you.